Hey everyone, Steven with Cornerstone Auto Pros, serving Denton County in North Texas. Wanted to make a video today, show you on this F-150 that we got into the shop, why you want to be careful as to who is going to fix your hail damage. So I'm going to turn the camera right now and show you. So I'm standing in the pickup bed of this truck, and I've got my light over the roof here, and I'm going to zoom in, and you can see really good the texture in the clear coat. And there's a few specific areas I wanted to draw the attention to. One is right here, and so somebody had done this work on this truck at one point in time. It's got new hail damage. That's where this little dent here is from, and I still have to mark up some spots on this roof, but this here, along with many other spots where the work is just simply unfinished, it really is just, it's unacceptable, but it's common, unfortunately. And so you can see at some point in time, this truck had probably some bigger hail dents on it. And what I think happened is the technician probably was fixing it from the side here through these windows. And what happens is, when you're fixing this hail damage with these ribs on the roof, is when the light is coming over these ribs, it casts a shadow in this immediate area on the other side of the rib. And so for example, like on this one here, that one, there's a really bad one. You can see that they didn't even get the center of it up, and they just left up this chewed up looking mess. And it's because when the light is coming from this side instead of how we see it now, you just can't see this very well. Same thing over here. This one here, they did a little bit better, not tremendously, but you can imagine the light when it's coming over here, this here is raised, that it's going to cast a shadow over this area. It's going to be really difficult to see the dents completely. Now, the proper way to fix hail damage is to fix it from one angle and then fix it from the other side, because it could look really good from one axis. So like it could look good from this side, and then if you go to the other side perpendicular, then you might discover remaining areas that need to be repaired. And so this is something that the insurance company probably paid this company a very nice price to fix this roof. Unfortunately, the customer got very subpar results. And whenever I see work like this, it brings up other questions. Well, what else did they not do well? Am I going to find broken things when I take this truck apart? And what's interesting too is that the shop that did this work, they replaced the hood on the truck at one point in time. It's got a replaced hood with different paintwork. I can tell it's not the factory paint job. There's some dirt and things like that in there, and you can just see all of these little inconsistencies. Even right there next to my finger, just unfinished work everywhere. None of them look like new hail dents. And I'll get off the roof here in a moment to show you the hood. But what I was going to say is that they had the ability to do paint work if they really needed to, which in my opinion, they really didn't need to do paint work. They just needed to do good dent work. And so you can see here on the hood, they replaced it. Next to every one of those marks of mine looks like a nice round or oval like hail dent. Under the light you can see some of the imperfections in this paint job, but it's okay. You know, the hood part of this was good enough. And so something that happens on these hail damaged vehicles is you'll get a company and they'll sell you what appears to be a really good deal to get your hail damage fixed. And what they're going to do is they're going to do some nice work on the hood. And that's because when you're walking around it, you look at the hood. When you're driving, you're looking at the hood. But the roof, which is really usually the most expensive panel that gets fixed for hail repair, they'll do a sloppy, unfinished job because they don't think that you're going to be able to see their bad work. And especially if you have a silver truck, a white truck, you know, not even just a truck, car, SUV, silver and white, the color is really bright and reflective outside. And so normal people who don't do this, they get taken advantage of every day. And so I'm making this video really just to inform you about the reality behind auto hail repair and auto dent repair. I want to show you, here's another spot. You can see how the light, the reflection bends around this spot here. I don't know what the before looked like, but look at this. The metal is stretched. See how it just stays in like that? So this is what's happening. And this is why it's so important. This is why it's so important to choose a shop that you're confident is going to do good work, a shop that shows their work. And I've got to say, having been doing this for 15 years, that the bigger the shop, the more likely there is for the kind of work that I showed you on the roof. The more likely they are to get poor technicians who don't do great work and are just looking to make money on that storm. And it doesn't matter to them because they're going to go work in a different state the next year. And locals can do bad work too, but what happens is a hailstorm happens, there are thousands of cars that need to be fixed, and then there's so much work to do that there needs to be help from other people across the country. And then when companies get really busy and they want to make as much money as they can for that storm season, they end up having unknown technicians come to contract for them, and then this stuff gets delivered out their doors. And so I truly recommend that you go with a company that's going to do good work. We would love to help you. If you have a white, silver, or just any light color car, truck, or SUV, and you want to know that you're going to get good results, even if you can't tell the difference without a light between good and bad results, we'd love to help you out. Again, my name is Steven with Cornerstone Auto Pros, and just making this video to show you what is going on with auto hail repair. And unfortunately, this is normal. I see this a lot. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna fix this hood. We'll show you the results of that in the middle of the process and when it's finished. And then on the roof, we're gonna clean up a few of those spots, but insurance isn't gonna pay us to do work that was already done before. So be careful who you take your car to. We'd love to help you out. And there's plenty of shops that do great work too. So do your homework, be willing to ask hard questions, be willing to even ask to see what their work looks like under a light. And if you're looking and you're seeing stuff like this where it doesn't look uniform and like the damage never happened, you need to pick a different shop. So Thanks for watching this video. Gonna make more content around this truck and the repairs. Keep your eye out.